Hi all, my name is Nikhil and today we are going to see how we can configure other level of logs in our Maven based project. So let's get started. So in last video we have created a logger for this particular class and we have seen that if at all I run this particular program, I'm going to see only fatal and error level messages, not debug and info, because they have the, let me just search log4j, because they are having the different levels. Okay. So these are the levels. So by default, the level of logger is error. So all the log levels which are coming above this, including error, will get displayed. So fatal is coming before error. So fatal is displayed here and error itself is displayed here. But info and debug, these two level of messages are coming down to this particular error log level. So that is why they are not available or they are not getting displayed on the screen. Okay, so if I want to set my log level to trace or debug or info or warn, so any level which I want to configure. So to configure that level, I have to write one configuration file. So let me just go to configuration. Okay, so here you can see there are multiple ways through which you can configure your levels and the log4j settings. So one is XML, other one is JSON, third is YAML and property files. Okay, so these are all ways. So right now we are going with the XML and near future we are going to work on the properties file. So let's go with the XML first. So if I go below this page, yeah, so this is the XML sample XML for log4j. So we can copy this and paste it in our project. So let's create one folder or package. Let's say I'm creating one folder. Let me create a folder itself. So I'm creating one folder. Uh, let's say name it as a mm, logger. Okay. And I am creating one XML file. So for that, I have to create a file. So you have to specify name as log4j2.xml. You have to give this name only so that this file can be recognized by your project and that will change your configuration. So let me finish. So under source, I'm pasting this, whatever I have copied from there. So let's understand this XML file. So this is the very basic tag, that is XML tag. So this tells that what is the configuration, that what is the version of this XML and encoding style. Then this configuration uh, uh, tag is having appenders and loggers. These are the two major or main, I can say, tags. which we need to write. So appenders, under appenders, we can create whatever the logs we want to create. Let's say it is a console log, it is a file log, and there are multiple logs, right? Which we have seen, I guess, in last or last to last video. So as of now, we have created a console log. So this logs will be printed here. Okay. And the name, you can give any name here. There is no like fixed name you have to give. You can give any name here. Okay. And target should be system out, which says that it is going to print or it is going to reflect your logs on the system.out. So system.out is nothing but your console. Okay. So that is why it keep it as it is. Then pattern layout and pattern. So this is the another tag which has the pattern. So this pattern is nothing but in which format you want to print your messages. So this is the format which we are getting from here. So %d is nothing but your date. So it is coming in HH, MM, SS, and triple S. That is hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds. In this format, we are getting this. Then %t is this main is coming from. Then this %5 level is going to give you the level, what level message you are having. Then the logger 36, this is nothing but your uh, package and class name, and then dash, and then your message. So whatever the message you have provided in your this particular uh, type of log, let's say in under a error I have provided this under this. So whatever the message you are providing, you are getting this message. And this n, that is %n, means new line. So whatever the new message which we are getting, that will be printed on a new line. Okay, so this is what the pattern layout is. So we are closing this console. Then appenders is again closed. So this is another part which is a major or important part, that is loggers. So under which we have the root tag. So root tag is basically having the level. This is what we were talking about. So by default, it is set to error. If I want to uh, print another level of messages, let's say info or debug or trace, then I have to specify that particular level of that particular level name I have to provide. So let's say if I want to info and debug, so I have to give trace or debug. Okay. So if I provide the debug, oops, if I provide the debug, okay, and this particular level is associated with particular, not particular, but it is associated with a root. So root is nothing but this particular level is going to apply to all the appenders. No matter what appender you have written here, it will be applicable to each and every appender. Here are the appenders. So whatever, here it is a console appender, you can write a file appender, you can write any other appenders. This by default level will be applied to all of them. Okay, but in near future we are having few more options. You can provide or you can assign particular log level to particular package, not to all the packages. But as of now, if we are talking about the root, then it is a uh, it is basic level of logger which is going to apply to all the project and all the packages. Okay, And appender reference, that means to what appenders it is going to apply. So that is what we are giving the console. Whatever the name which we have mentioned here, you have to mention here. So this level will be applicable to this entire appender. Then close of the root, close of the logger, and close of the configuration. So as of now, we have mentioned level as debug. So we are expecting all the messages, that is debug, info, error, and fatal. So let's go to this and yeah. So before running to this program, we haven't yet assigned, or we haven't tell our project that we have created one log4j file, and you have to look for this file and you have to check all the configurations which we have mentioned here, and that configuration needs to be applied to this project. So we haven't given the communication to our project about that. So if I have not assigned or configured, or if I haven't tell my project that these are the configurations available, so let's see what happens. So you can see only error and fatal is going to display as of now. So to tell our project that we have some configurations available for log4j, we have to, okay, so you have to right click on this. You have to go to build text path, configure build path, then go to source. Let's minimize this, and then add folder. Then under folder, you have to select a particular folder which is having the XML file, that is log4j XML. So for me it is logger. For you it could be different. So select particular file and folder and click on OK. Then apply and close. So you can see it is getting added and configured in your project. Now, if I run this particular program, you will be able to see all the logs, info, error, debug, and fat. Okay, all four logs are displayed. If I change my level to something else, let's say we can go for a info. So I should not be seeing the debug log. So if I say info, info, and if I go back and click on run as, so now you can see the debug log is not yet logged here, right? So this is how it is uh, configured to your project, and that is for the console only. So yeah, see you in the next video. Thanks.